Good afternoon. We're here today with Mayor Mark Mitchell from Tempe, Arizona. He's here at the U.S. Conference of Mayors, and we're going to talk to Mark about what's going on in Tempe and what's happening with Mark at the U.S. Conference of Mayors. Mayor Mitchell, it's a pleasure to be with you today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you as well.
Yeah, tell us what's happening in Tempe.
Well, Tempe is a really innovative, creative, and open community, and we're home to Arizona State University, which is the number one innovative university in the country, according to U.S. News World Report.
Wow.
And having all this excitement with innovation and technology, Tempe is really moving forward in a dramatic fashion in terms of inclusiveness, quality of life initiatives, and a tech hub, really, as well as a finance sector and banking sector for all of the Southwest. So our growth is really phenomenal. Since 2012, when I was elected mayor, we have added over 30,000 jobs. We have added over $2.6 billion in capital investment, which is a great sign for our community and for our residents.
Absolutely. Of all those things that you're doing, tell us, give us an example of something that you're doing that you're most passionate about.
Well, one of the things we're doing in terms of quality of life, we started to become a dementia-friendly community. We took the idea of some of the Twin Cities, but it's really to cater towards caregivers. Mm-hmm. It's been very opening. Businesses have been involved in meeting this information. A lot of individuals, where they have a loved one that either has dementia, Alzheimer's, their individuals are fine. It's the caregivers that are looking for resources and where to go. And it's been real passionate for me personally, because my mom has Alzheimer's, and I saw what my father is going through, and my sister and I. But more importantly, the more I talk about it, the more I hear our residents talk about it. And working with Arizona State University and the Biodesign Institute, they have some Research One initiatives that tackle dementia and Alzheimer's, as well as muscular, as well as other diseases. So, and we're also creating a 1 million square foot flex space for biomedical design and innovation for the medical field. So it's really taking off in our community.
Are other cities following your lead?
There are. I mean, there's other cities. Phoenix has TGen, which is another research innovative in downtown Phoenix, and we're kind of collaborate more as a regional approach. One of the things that we talk about, the 3 I's here at this conference, innovation, infrastructure, and inclusiveness, we do that with our cities that surround us in Maricopa County and the Phoenix metropolitan area.
Looking at the whole ecosystem.
Looking at the whole ecosystem, how we could work together and partner. And that's really one of the main benefits about this U.S. Conference of Mayors is you see mayors working together. There's friends. You're not looking at a partisan issue. You're looking at solving challenges in our communities and best practices. So that's really something that's really shaping that you learn from your other mayors and your colleagues here at this conference.
Well, I know you and I have both been at this meeting for many years. I think this year, for some reason, I detect even a stronger spirit of collaboration and working together. Do you see that as well?
I do. And one of the best part about being a mayor and working with your colleagues is cities are at the forefront of solving challenges and issues in your community. We're the cities are the innovators. We're the ones working to create economic development, the quality of life. We're the first one that responds to any type of event in your community. So I think you see these mayors working well together and sharing ideas. You really see a sense of collaboration. And we hope this transcends into Washington. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, I think mayors do get things done. They see stuff that happens on a daily basis, and I think that's why you see so much collaboration of the mayors here at this conference and at the future ones, only because we know that we work well together. In Tempe, we have a model. We have a motto that says, we're better together.
Wow,
so
I love that.
We are always better when we work together, and I think we see that here at this conference with the mayors.
Great. Well, it's interesting because one of our passions at Civic Smartscapes is about community identity and city branding. And, what is it that when you drive into Tempe, what do you think? And what's the vibe there? So in addition to Better Together, how would you describe it?
It's an inclusive community. I mean, one of the things that we did as a community is our residents passed overwhelmingly an anti-discrimination ordinance, and we actually put it into our city charter. Which in Arizona is a first. But also companies sought after that. For example, we landed Northern Trust. They're adding 2,000 jobs. They already have 1,000 and building a second building because of our inclusiveness policy that we have had in our anti-discrimination. And the same thing with State Farm. State Farm built a 2 million square foot office building with 10,000 employees right on our lakefront And yep, we have a lake in Arizona, in Tempe. It's right at our lakefront, and it's one of the reasons why is because the investments we've made in our infrastructure for transportation with light rail and a streetcar. We're under construction with our streetcar, but also because of our anti-discrimination ordinance. It's looking for these companies and these employees, and we talk a lot about millennials here.
Right.
What are they looking at?
Yes.
So having the inclusive policy and anti-discrimination policy in our city really is a driving force for some of the development and activity that we have, which is millennials and creative minds want to be where we are.
Where you are.
And it helps when you have a great university like Arizona State.
Absolutely. Well, let me just direct your attention to our waypoint. This is Civic's digital touchscreen interactive device to help cities and city leaders communicate with citizens. For example, it can help you show how to get around a city, things to do. This one is for Boston, but you could customize it for Tempe. City services. Cities often want to provide special services for their citizens, whether it's 311, 911, or other kinds of services around security. And of course, there's always a way to find out where to get a good restaurant and a good drink. What do you think of this idea?
It's a great idea. It's good. I mean, it gives our citizens more opportunities to be interactive.
Right.
I mean, everyone has a device on their hand, as well as when you go to a point of interest of certain places, to have a kiosk, I think would be very helpful as well.
Well, we'll have to talk to you about that after the call, after this conversation.
All right, thank you.
Great. Thank you, Mark. Pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.